All right, hey everybody. My name is Addison Craven, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my internship experience at Great Bay Renewables this summer. So, some brief background about me. I am a rising junior at DePaul College here. I'm majoring in business admin with a focus in information systems and business analytics. I'm from Stratford, New Hampshire, so I'm pretty close to home here at UNH. And the reason that I pursued this internship in particular was because of a class that I actually took freshman year. There was an introduction to renewable energy, and that was sort of my first introduction to that topic in general, and it planted the seed in my mind that maybe this is an industry that I want to check out and see what it's all about. So a little bit about Great Bay Renewables, or GBR. They are a renewable energy royalty investment company. So royalty investing is sort of a middle ground between standard equity and debt, where in exchange for the capital that they give to renewable energy companies, they receive payouts at regular intervals. That's usually a fixed percentage of the company's revenue. So the team consists of 4 guys, Frank, Ray, Josh, and Bill, who you see down there. They have an office in Portsmouth, which is where I worked this summer. They currently have $270 million either invested in or committed to 6 different companies. And among those companies, there are assets in wind, solar, storage, geothermal, and hydroelectric power. So at GBR, my role fell into 3 sort of distinctive categories. So the first one was due diligence and deal execution. So for the majority of the summer, the team was finalizing a $40 million deal with a company, a solar development company called Hudson Energy. So I helped to review legal documents, cross-check company information from various different sources. Basically, I just helped to de-risk the investment by making sure that we knew everything there was to know about the company and that all their information was accurate and up to date. In addition, I did a lot of market research. So I used tools like S&P Market Intelligence to gather and analyze data about statistics like future power pricing, future investment tax credit pricing. And in addition, I built a developer database that compiled all of the different renewable energy developers in the US and ranked them by the total megawatts that they're planning to build. And then lastly, I spent a lot of time with asset management. So for each of GBR's investments, they keep pretty advanced spreadsheets that track project performance. That's things like power production, revenues, expenses, royalty profits, things like that. So I would analyze financial statements and progress reports from each of the different projects, and then enter that information into the spreadsheets, make sure that all the calculations kind of checked out and added up, and then I would draw some conclusions about investment performance using key performance indicators. And a fun little side note here, as you can see in the bottom right, there's actually a gym in the bottom floor of the building that GBR is based out of. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we got to do group workouts there, which was it was nice to pump a little iron on the job. So it was a fun little perk. All right, so some key takeaways from my experience. So first and foremost, I learned that data and analytics are key to a successful business. So every single business decision that I was either a part of or that I helped with was data-driven in some way. And it's one thing to just have access to data, but it's another to actually be able to understand it and draw meaningful conclusions from it. And that's something that I got a lot of exposure to with my work in asset management and market research. In addition, I learned that you definitely need to be flexible and adaptable, especially at a small startup like GBR. I can't tell you how many times I would be, in the middle of a project, and then out of nowhere, there's some huge breakthrough on the Hodson deal, and suddenly I have to, review a document for a phone call in 30 minutes. So yeah, I definitely throughout the summer picked up on that ability to kind of wear many different hats at once and to multitask. And then lastly, I know there's sort of a stigma around office work, and specifically as a guy who's in ISBA around data and computers and stuff, that it's kind of boring and that maybe every day is just the same stuff. But that wasn't my experience at all. I really enjoyed the diversity of work that I did at GBR, and I really hope that in my future jobs I can have that same experience. So moving forward, I think that this experience taught me that I definitely do want to pursue a career in renewable energy, at least out of college. I enjoyed the tight-knit, intimate culture at a company like GBR, so I definitely want to, hopefully work for a small to medium-sized company in the future. I also don't want to limit myself to a specific role. I got a lot of experience to many different aspects of working in a startup this summer, and I think that I want to get some more experience in a few different areas before I really limit myself to a specific role. And then lastly, I just gained a huge amount of knowledge and skills in, Excel, market research, data analysis, accounting, all that stuff. And I think that's going to be hugely beneficial to me in my future internship search and job search after college. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to the GBR team, specifically to Bill, who was supposed to make it today, but unfortunately couldn't because he got COVID at the last minute. But yeah, he was my mentor throughout the summer, and I'm really appreciative for everything that he taught me. And also thank you so much to the UNH E-Center and all their donors for making this experience possible and for helping me start on my journey towards hopefully pursuing a career in renewable energy. So yeah, thank you guys.